Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going? Anyways, we started talking off
Yeah.
camera, and I was like, we should start real quick. No, so you were saying about like wanting to get someone to do captions for our podcast, and like eventually, and I was like, well, I mean, for sure, we're definitely not doing that unless for some reason it starts to make a lot of money.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
then my thought was, Chat GPT. Using AI. Just ask it. Can you? Would you?
I don't know. I don't like I don't like AI. I got issues with it.
Agreed. No, I agree. I wouldn't use it either. But I was just like, I'm like, if for some reason we needed to do it now, I don't think we need to. So I don't think there's anyone that is having an issue that's like. I don't think there's any deaf people that were like, yo, I want to see what those two dudes are talking about, you know? I don't think we don't give off of a distinct we're a great deaf program.
Yeah.
No one's doing sign language.
Well, it's not just for the deaf people. It's for people like me, man. You froze. I don't think we can do the video. But it's for people like me. Like, I'm not deaf. I just can't comprehend what you're saying unless I'm reading what you're saying, you know?
Gotcha. That's fair. But, yeah, I just thought that was funny. We were talking about that. But, yeah, I'm 32 now. So that's different, I guess.
We gotta cut the video.
Do we?
Yeah. Every time you go to talk, you freeze.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's all good though, buddy.
Well, anyways, I was what I was saying, had a birthday. I will technically celebrate it on Saturday, a couple days from now, by actually going out for dinner and so on. But like, yeah, I spent my birthday going to Discount Tire because Melissa somehow, I assume because she drives on Brown Road and they're always doing shit there. Yeah. She ended up getting a nail on her tire, unfortunately, like her back driver's side. But it was like, it was perfectly in the last set of tread. Like, not but like that crevice in between all the treads. I was like, fuck.
Gotcha, yeah.
So I kind of knew it wasn't going to be... Luckily, it was in there really good. So, like, she was still able to, like... I filled it up with the, like, portable car air thing that they give you in the newer vehicles. And it only lost, like, 5 PSI before we woke up. So I was like, yeah. I basically just told her, I was like, look, as long as it doesn't drop below from 20 down to 25 from, like, the 38-ish, 37-ish... Probably 36 because it let out some air, obviously, when you're trying to get it off. But I was like, as long as it doesn't get to 25, you can probably drive to work, and it was fine. So I just went and picked it up, and I luckily got out of work early and took it to discount. So I just sat there for a couple hours because otherwise she wasn't gonna get her appointment until later and have to like be home late. And I was like, fuck that, let's just get it done. I don't feel any different.
The transition, I'm sorry. You were like, you mentioned, oh yeah, my birthday, but then like you talked about Discount Tire and Melissa's tire for so long, and then you end it with, I don't feel any different. Like, I forgot you started with your birthday, and I feel like everybody listening probably forgot that too, and they're probably like, why would he feel different after getting his tire replaced?
Yeah, no, it was just funny because like my work ended up getting out early anyway.
Yeah.
But like way later, and so I just like, it was nice to be able to like get that done. It was a little weird to just sit there for like basically 2.5 hours, 3 hours about. About 2.5. So I got there around 11:40. They I left around 2:20ish, 2:30. So, not too bad.
Yeah, you
But
got your tire replaced before I made it through immigration.
Jesus,
Yeah.
God, that's so bad. Yeah, how was that? I saw you got there and like you're like I'm at an immigration.
Oh, dude, it was obnoxious, man. Like we're working on some shit behind the scenes where that won't happen. But in order to do it now, I got to go through like interviews and shit, blah blah blah, and yeah,
Oh, so you gotta.
dude, it was so shitty because like I got up to the border and like was talking to the dude. We were like joking around a little bit. She was like, "You bringing anything across the border?" And I was like, "I got my tools just in case anybody doesn't have a tool." Like, blah blah blah. And then he was like, "Oh, you bringing anything else?" So I was like, "No, I got my clothes." Blah blah. And he's like, "You bringing any gifts to anybody?" And I was like, "No, I'm sure they would like that." And he's like, yeah, they probably would." And I was like, "Yeah, but just going up there, reviewing the lines, making sure they're good when they come stateside for me." And like I gave them my they give you a letter to give to the border, and then you got your purchase order and everything else, which should be all we need because it tells you like,
Yeah.
I work for the same company, but I get paid by the U.S. branch, so I'm not taking any Canadians' job. I'm still taking money
Yeah.
from America, not Canada. And like
Yeah.
he looks at it and goes, "I don't have time to read through all this, man. They'll figure you out over there." And I was like, sick. Went over to immigration, and then they were like, "All right, we're just gonna, you got tinted windows and everything, and it looks like you got a lot in there, so we're just gonna check you out." I was like, "Yeah, no worries." They checked me out. Like, one of the guys there was like the disco light that I don't have set up right now.
Yeah.
He was. That's the only thing they questioned me on. He was like, "Oh,"
Like,
he's like, "You're
what?
going up there for work?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's the weird disco light you have?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a night light." And he's like, "Oh, you afraid of the dark?" And I was like, "Very much so." And then he was laughing with me too. He's like, "All right, man, go ahead and head on in there. They'll sort out your stuff, blah blah blah." And then I went into the actual immigration office, and there was like 5 different families in there, all from different nationalities. Like,
Oh man.
all of them were going through full-on interviews. I felt bad for some of them because it was like 2 or 3 of the families, one person couldn't get in. So it was like all the families had to like turn around and like rearrange hotels and shit. And I was like, "Oh, this sucks." But also I was like, I need the tea. Why couldn't they get in? Like, what do they do? Are they a terrorist?
Yeah, and then you're just sitting there waiting for them to all get done to get to
Yep.
you, right?
And then they finally got to me. And what was funny is the guy who was before me, because I'm bored. I'm fucking people listening because I didn't have my headphones, blah, blah. The guy before me walked up and he's like, "Hey, just going to Canada to review the lines. I work for the same company, just the U.S. branch. The lines are going to come down to me." And the guy's like, "Oh, explain to me what you do." And he explained the whole thing. The guy has the same job I have, basically, just for a different company. He's like, "All right, man, you're good. I got all this stuff. Go ahead and head out." And then he called me up. And I walked up, and he's like, "All right, explain to me what you're doing." And I was like, everything that last guy said. He's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "They shouldn't have even sent you up here. You're good to go, man." And I was like, yeah, if they had read my fucking letter that I'm supposed to give them, I would have not wasted that time.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying as hell.
Oh, dude, it got worse because of that, I hit so much traffic on the way up to Canada, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop and get groceries because the grocery store is like, it's not on the way, but it's easier to get there rather than going to the hotel first. So I went and got groceries, and then got to the hotel, and the card they had on file expired in December. So I had to call like the travel department, my boss, and everybody, and blah blah. So I got to the hotel finally at like 5:30. I did not get into my room until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was just like, this fucking blows. Like, I was supposed to be at the factory by like 2. So like I would have only worked 2 hours and then, went and did my grocery shopping and hopefully got into the hotel by 6. So I technically would have been in the hotel around the same time frame, but I missed out on hours of pay. And now, my boss on the American side is like, he's a little ticked off because they only pay you 4 hours for travel. And he's like, every time these guys have gone up there, like, every time they've gotten stuck. So you're paying them for 4 hours, and, like, yeah, they're expected to come in and work the rest of it out. But, like, this guy didn't get to his hotel until, like, 6 o'clock at night, and then had to sit around and wait for updated information, and you're not going to pay him anything other than that. Up. But
yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, but it kind of worked out for me because then it was like, I had time to do my meal prep for the week and get everything unpacked properly rather than being like, all right, I'm tired from the drive and from work. I'm going to go to bed instead of, setting up this so we can record and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Oh.
We had a New Year's party. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that was a blast, man.
Yeah, that actually was a good time. I made a lot of pizzas.
They sat really well in my tummy.
Did they?
No, dude.
Yeah, me either.
They were good as hell, but oh my god, man, the next day.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. I was wondering that myself. I was like, like, I don't
know what it was.
Yeah, me either. Like, I don't know. I don't think it was the dough. Like, I'm wondering if it was the cheese or something.
I was leaning towards the sausage, honestly, because I like loaded my pizza up with that, and I was like, that's the only thing that makes sense to me is like.
It might be.
Because I don't really eat sausage that much anymore, so I think my stomach was just like, yeah, we got to get rid of this. Ugh.
Honestly, because, like, I only eat it in sausage gravy, and I'm wondering if because of the way that it cooks, because it was a pizza, and because it's not, like, shredded like other establishments usually use, like, it was just too much collective of grease that just sits on the pizza as well instead of like being able to cook off.
That makes sense, yeah. But I mean, they fucking slap, dude. Those pieces were, well worth the next day. Is that my armpit hair?
I'm glad.
That's my armpit hair. I'm gonna put my arms down.
I was say I can't tell. I can't answer that question as I no longer can see you. I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt that I got, I believe, for Christmas.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, Christmas for Melissa last year. I just haven't worn it a lot. So I was like, I'm going to wear this. It's the New Year's and stuff. So, but yeah, it was, I was glad we did that. I made a lot more pizza dough than I thought I needed. Mm-hmm. But we also like invited, I mean, I just made 4 doughs and broke each one up into 4s. I also have since I had those extra doughs though, I on my birthday I actually rolled one out and I made pizza dough, or I made a garlic bread
nice.
Really bomb, and it really was stretchy. Like, that dough was actually the way I would want it to have been. So, like, as much like one day it works fine. But I think the next time it's 3. Like, if I have the time, I'm going to do 3 days of, like, letting the dough rest because it formed, like when I'm stretching it out with my hands, it moved like you would think a pizza dough was supposed to.
Yeah.
So, I was very happy about that. But either way, yeah, it was a good time. I definitely... next time I'm definitely gonna make everyone roll out their own pizzas.
Yeah,
like, I'll help.
But a lot of people were like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna roll out our own." So I was like, "Brandon's just fucking going at it."
Yeah. I kind of thought that I should do that too, and then like kind of, I don't know, I was just kind of in a role, and then also no one was really like, oh, I'll do mine other than you.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just do that. And then I offered it to someone, and they were like, no, you can do it. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm going to make them. And I made them. I can't remember, but it was like, that's fine. It was, but next time I will be like, all right, at least try and make your own, because it was a lot to,
Yeah. Well,
I didn't really sit down a lot.
next time I'll help you more too. But no, this time, like, I made mine perfect. Like, the one that I made for myself. And then that second one I had,
Yeah.
which I'm glad you had trouble with too.
Yeah.
Because they were, Ryan and Mike were sitting there watching me, and they're like, oh my God, you did that really well. And then I started making the second one, and they were like, not doing so
What
well
happened?
on that. And I was like, I worked at a pizza place. I shouldn't be having issues with this. And then as soon as I said I worked at a pizza place, I was like, why the fuck am I doing this for free?
Honestly, I think from one thing I realized is like, because I did break those up into fours, and I think they could have been a little bit bigger. So I think next time instead of fours, I'll break them up into thirds.
Yeah.
Just to be slightly more of an actual size, and then also I think that will also make it a lot easier to shape it, because there's more to work with instead of like it's so tiny. So like once it like accidentally awkwardly like stretches out too much one side, like it's almost impossible to make it round again.
I think letting them sit longer too, because they were a little tacky, like not tacky as
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like sticky.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures to you. You can't fucking see me.
I mean, honestly, we gotta act like we can, because YouTube can.
True.
And our two audio listeners, it's still nothing to them. So thanks.
You know what, hold on. Actually, this is just for me. If you guys want to see what it looks like for me and Brandon, it looks like that. Just like that. Completely
Yay.
dark.
That's awesome.
Can't see any of our lovable faces. I'm gonna do the rest of the episode like this.
I don't have a 20 die over here, so I'm just gonna roll this 8 die, and it's an 8.
That's a nat 20.
So
then,
I'm gonna say
basically.
that's a nat 20. We're going with a 20.
Hell yeah.
We did it.
We did it. I mean, the chances of rolling high on a D8 compared to a D20 is a little bit better. You lose that 20%, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, but it's still good. So we did it.
I almost
Success.
brought my dice with me here.
Yeah, I realized I looked around. I was like, oh, I think we moved all that stuff into the other room.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
once I'm planning on working on a little bit more of the room, possibly tomorrow when I get home, just to or this weekend at least, just to try and get a chunk of it done.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, making pizzas was great. Now that we did the first party, though, like honestly, like I know what to do better next time, how to set it up more accordingly, all that jazz. Like it'll be a little bit of a better flow system, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it was still a good time, man. Like it sounded like everybody was having a blast.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just glad that like the friend group I have is also all pretty good at just like shooting the shit with everyone around them.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not as awkward that not everyone knew themselves.
Yeah.
I know you can't see this, but I'm like trying to fix my beard because it's all swayed to one side on accident and it's bugging the hell out of me.
I was just looking at mine in OBS and was like, man, I should have brushed my beard.
I tried to, but like I haven't showered since work yet. I was playing with Penny a bit and doing a little bit of stuff, and then I came up here and
Same. I got off work like right before we started recording, so I'm still gross.
that's fair.
And I'm also wearing a shirt that's like way too tight. You can see my armpit hair.
We did it.
So I got all the gross, like, the pit stains are even worse, because it's like, I'm gesturing again to you. It's like when it's a little too tight, so it, like, sucks into your armpit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I know
bad.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. It's fine. I think I said I was about. I think I said last podcast about our goals and resolutions that I was going to do push-ups and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I have not. I mean, I have, but I haven't done the full 100. Oh, that said, since I did set up that workout area, like I did like a chunk of push-ups yesterday, and then did some workout out there, so that was nice. And then today I did do more push-ups than I did yesterday, but our line was down at work. Like it was fucked up because they. Long story short, they changed out one of the lines to be a chain instead of the electric pole that they were doing it before because the chain was more reliable, and it got fucked up. So they were having to physically push the trucks along. So, needless to say, we didn't do a ton today. So it was one of those, like, I usually keep track because, like, oh, like, yeah, like, I can feel the time going by. Like, I can and can't feel the time going by when I'm actually consistently working. But because we constantly were down, like, I was just, sitting or chatting and then forgetting to, like, do push-ups.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to stick to it a little bit more, but that's that's the most I'm doing at it.
If it makes you feel any better, I haven't gone to the gym since I've been here. Like I told I don't know if I said it on the podcast or to anybody, but I know I told myself, I was like, I'm taking the 12 days off.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to start back up when I get there. Which, to be fair, like, now I'm back up here, I'm working on hoods again, so I am, quote unquote, working out, but, like, I still got to hit the gym again.
Yeah, that's fair. It was nice to go in there. I really need to start making more space in the garage. Like, I'm gonna do that again here in a second, or like probably next couple days. Because what was nice is, like, I was able to bring Penny out there with me, and she would play with me out there because it felt like it was outside because it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just sitting there in my sweatpants and in a hoodie, like, working out on the bench, just trying to chuck the ball in directions. And I realized, I'm like, God, there is just so much shit in here that, like, I can't really throw it in certain directions. And then it kept getting, like, so where all of those, no one else knows this, but, like, where those bed frames are over in the back corner.
Yeah.
Like, it kept getting stuck in between the bed frames and the box springs, and she, like, it was there's just enough of those beds, Jesus Christ, I forgot what I was calling it just a second ago. The bed things. It kept getting stuck, and there was just enough of those because there's, like, 2 sets of them there that it was wide enough that she wasn't willing to, like, try and step on them and walk across. So she just kept looking at me like, motherfucker, get over here and grab this for me. So it was nice to she was still playing with me, and I could at least get, like, a decent little workout in. But also, it's cold as fuck in the garage. Yeah. I forgot to bring out the space heater. That would have helped.
Oh, for sure, man.
But, yeah. Oh, and our furnace kind of went out yesterday.
No, it was
we had to have
your
the guy.
Thermostat, yeah?
So, no, actually. It was, apparently the, I forgot what he called it. It was like the pressure, specifically it was the, where was it? Sorry, it was pressure switch.
Oh.
It got gummed up, I guess, on accident. Yeah, so it was just it wouldn't let it go. So he went in there, got it cleaned up real quick, and then he's like, "All right, it's good." He's like, "Just kind of keep an eye on it if you can." And then went about his day, so it works now. But I was like, God damn, like that was annoying as fuck. I came home, it was 61 degrees.
God, dude, that's the worst, man. Like, I know I've told you about that when it went out at George's.
I remember
God,
that.
but that was also like, he and I are so fucking stubborn. Like,
yeah,
you know, we both have a mindset of like, if it doesn't really bother us, we're not going to pay money to get it fixed. Like, we're going to figure out how to fix it ourselves. We are good at being like, all right, I don't want to fucking do this and paying somebody, but like the people we brought out were like god awful, man. That dude was trying to charge us like $400 and wouldn't tell us what was wrong. But that shit was out for like 2 weeks, and then I went downstairs with a pint of Jack Daniels and like 4 hoodies on. It was just literally sitting on the ground next to the furnace. It was like, what does that button do? Fucking clicked it and it came on. Dude, he came running downstairs and was like, what did you do? How'd you fix it? And I was like, there's a button right there. It was like one of the reset switches, but it was one that wasn't on the fucking diagram. Which is why I'm like so fucking like
that guy was really gonna charge you $400 to click a fucking button.
Yep, and I knew he knew where it was too. I knew he did. Like as soon as I found it, I was like, oh, he was standing right over here. I know he saw that. I know he did, because like, I mean, George and I had blueprints of the fucking furnace. Like we got so in depth. Like I knew how to fix everything on there, but the one thing that wasn't on the fucking blueprints was an extra reset switch that was put in place to like fix something else that broke forever ago. And when I finally found it, like I was like, oh my god, this dude, oh, if I see him,
what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's fucking bullshit. Yeah, luckily the guy obviously we called out the same guy that put it in. I texted him just to kind of be like, hey, like obviously he'll call me whenever he sees it and reads it. And
yeah, for sure.
so he ended up calling me like 20 or 30 minutes later, and it was just like it did me a quick walkthrough of it, like, yeah, you know, check this, look at this if you can. Are you seeing this? And it all didn't work, so he's like, yeah, I'll just come in. And he's pretty cool. I don't even think he charged us, honestly. I actually didn't even ask, but he might. I don't think he did, obviously, because he was just out here 3 weeks ago. So he's like, well, fuck, I need to.
Yeah, let me make sure your shit works.
Yeah, he was. I think he was really like, what the fuck happened? Like, it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Not even. But other than that, I'm just so far. This year has brought us a nail in a tire, the furnace, and I'm gonna take you getting stuck at the border as 3, so we can count our 3 things of bad luck, and we're good.
Yeah, everything's fine now. I mean, shit.
Yeah, we did it.
We're good.
Cheers.
We're
We're set.
We started the year out, you know, expelling all of our demons by shitting our brains out. We got all the bad luck out of the way. Like,
got some milkshakes.
We are.
That actually, I'm not gonna lie. Like that time, it really did hit good.
Oh
that
yeah,
was a good. Like sometimes they're good. Like the Mario's ones were good, but like sometimes they like for whatever. Like we get them and they don't hit right, but this one really hit right.
Oh yeah, dude.
Also, that food slaps. It was good.
Yeah.
I would have been happy either way. I think no matter where we got the milkshake, that said, like it would have hit this really good because it was that day. But yeah, that was nice. It was fun. We haven't had a just us breakfast in for fucking ever actually, so that was different.
I mean, the only thing that sucked is like that whole time I was dreading having to go pack, and then I was like.
Yeah.
Just so tired and was like, I wish I could just chill out here, play some video games the rest of the day, and then like go home in the afternoon. Like,
yeah.
But I knew I had shit to do.
Yeah, I know like we've talked about like the pros and cons of like you being stuck in Canada, and it's like obviously like there's certain things that are nice about it because like you make a little bit more money because of all the fact that you're there and so on, but like yeah, it'd be cool if you were home a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it is relaxing. Like
Yeah.
this is gonna come across as a little bad, but also not really. Like, I don't want to take a break from the podcast. I want us to keep going and blah blah blah. But like, having to drive 2 hours every time we record sucks ass. So like, doing these like long distance ones, like, yeah, they're not as fun. Like, I would much rather be in person,
fair.
but like having a few stints of these where I'm like, all right, all I have to do is like, I know I'm not going home, I'm going to the hotel, but all I have to do is go home is awesome. Like,
no, honestly, like I think it's not a bad. It is nice to do that. Like for me, it's only a little odd because I set up the green screen.
yeah,
But like, once room is done and I don't have to worry about that, I can actually just let it be as is.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's kind of like, all right, well, if there are days where you get in your back home and we have the set like you it'll be easy. We have this set up already. Like we're used to it now. So if we have to knock out an episode this way because instead of driving or whatever the hell.
Well, I think once I'm back home, like we should be far enough ahead to where it's like, all right, we might have to reschedule a day. And truthfully, we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but we talked about it in person. Like having some guys' nights here and there.
Yeah,
it would be dope now that we're kind of settled down, and like maybe I come over on a Friday or a Saturday, depending on work schedules. We knock out an episode and then have a guys' night after. So it's like, yeah, we're still doing the podcast bit, but like we're doing stuff outside of the podcast as well too. So it'd be a little nicer to where it's like, hey, I'm going over Friday or Saturday, get there like 2 or some shit, record the podcast, and then fucking guys' night.
Yeah, no, I'd be super down for that.
Yeah.
It'd be... I would love to do that, and then, we'll just fucking, I don't know, play... Oh, yeah, we can't play Boulder's Gate. We never figured that out.
No.
I was saying, like, I wanted to try and see if we just turn 2 controllers on, if you could just be 2 characters on the same screen.
I think, you know what? We have Google right here, and I am gold status, so I now have the high-speed internet for free. Baldur's Gate PS5 couch co-op. Yeah, I think you can.
Honestly,
yeah, you can do couch co-op.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Then hell yeah. Then next time that we can, we should definitely do that. We'll start 2 brand new characters.
That.
In just, I don't know. We both played at this point, so we'll know how to just really fuck around and find out.
Oh yeah.
Just do some outlandish shit.
Dude,
that'd be fun.
Did I tell you about my my first, honestly one of my first like D&D multi-classes too, because I have done a couple where it's like I took a level or 2 and something else, but I mainly played like only one class. But Baldur's Gate,
go ahead,
dude. I have the one I'm playing with Nick and Damon. It's I have 1 level in Warlock, or I might have 2 or 3. I think I have 2. I have 2 levels in Fighter, and then everything else is going into Sorcerer. So I have like the cliche Sorlock build, but with Fighter, so I get Action Surge. Dude, I'm just running around like in normal day-to-day combat. I'm like Eldritch Blast twice and then let everybody else do shit. When we get into a big boss battle, I'm like, all right, cool. Eldritch Blast twice, Meta Magic to get another bonus spell, 2 more Eldritch Blast, Action Surge, 2 more Eldritch Blast, Meta Magic, 2 more actions, or 2 more Eldritch Blast. Give me a couple more levels, that'll up to 3 or 4. Boom. And each Eldritch Blast pushes the enemy away 10 feet. So when we get into a big boss battle, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go knock this dude off a fucking mountain and just unleash like 12 shots on his ass.
Honestly, I have loved doing that the couple times I have done it, like been able to. That or using, because I give Karlach one of the better bows, because almost everyone else fucking spellcasts.
Oh, shit. You got her as a ranger?
Nope. Just for the fact that, like, at the very least, if she can't, like, physically attack them, she can still, if she's still within range, she can still at least do some damage, so her turn isn't just her moving.
Oh, dude, switch her to throwing. Like, get her a returning pike, or, like, just have her throw people at people.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, Damon's character did that.
I mean,
that shit was just...
I've had her throwing some stuff, but yeah, I just didn't have a lot of stuff that I was willing to throw.
Yeah, I used to just when I played with her in my party, I would just pick up like every javelin, and then I respect her to where her strength was like ridiculously high. So
yeah,
if she was too far away and couldn't get too close, like I would just have her throw me.
Yeah, see, I don't think she's strong. She might be strong enough to throw some of us, so I'll have to do that. But no, I've only single classed so far. I haven't multi-classed my guy. He's pure sorcerer right now.
Yeah.
And I honestly, like, I kind of forgot even about multi-classing. Because, like, I can't even remember, like, I think I talked to the guy one time about, like, switching class. But, like, that was just switching full class. It wasn't like, can I multi-class?
Yeah,
so
if you don't know how to do it, it's confusing. Like, you gotta click another tab when you level up. I can show you, because I'll probably...
Well, that's the thing, is on PlayStation 5, it's not like tabs, it's...
Well, no, I'm saying, like, when I say tab, like, it's a button on the character level up, like, on your actual screen. Like, it's not like a...
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a keyboard function. I can show you when we play, because I'll probably... I don't have a character idea for when we play, but I'll probably do a multi-class of some sort.
Same. We'll both have the multi-class, so we can... I honestly will... I'm sure we will multi-class in a way to cover all bases.
Oh, yeah.
And both... Or essentially both be the same character and just...
That's what we always do.
Yeah,
dude. Let's both go warlocks and just like fucking do the Eldritch Blast, like
things.
Push back and forth and just juggle enemies, man.
Or we just both use 4 Eldritch Blasts to fucking constantly launch people off of things.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we could launch them everywhere. Yeah. We could launch them at each other. I fucking
use some potions.
I launched like 2 or 3 enemies the last time I played with Damon. Towards Damon, because it was the same thing. He was like, "All right, I'll run and fuck this guy up. You guys get the rest." And I was like, "No, I'm sending them to you." And then he just annihilates them after, because they're prone. They fell on the ground next to his feet. Then he just beats the shit out of them.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's where I was getting at with Karlach. So what I would do is also, like, because I give her a bow and arrow or whatever, I also give her all the arrows. So, like, she's always got, like, I give her a lot of the roaring ones. So, like, once she's obviously getting close enough, like, if they're close enough to a cliff and she's the first one going at him, like, I'll have her fucking shoot one of those at him and, like, start blowing them away that way, too. And I give her all the spells, the spell scrolls. But, yeah, no, I'm down. We got to do that. That'd be fun. I haven't actually played Baldur's Gate with anyone yet, so
it's so much more fun, man.
Yeah, I need to do that, and then I also need to actually finish my Baldur's Gate. I'm close to the end. I should just not get it done, and then start a new one with a different set of class. Because I really want to actually be a fighter this time.
Oh, dude, the fighters are fun too.
Fighter or paladin, some version of a like paladin, barbarian style thing. Really barbarian, kind of like what you said, like a barbarian spellcaster.
What?
But like I want to essentially be a tank that can cast a couple spells.
Oh, you go cleric or paladin then for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple ideas for a different kind of cleric. That could be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll both just be clerics, and then different versions of clerics, and we can constantly heal ourselves so we never die and just kill everyone. Cool. I am in on that. Oh man. Well,
Damn, you got me like already typing, and while we're talking, I'm over here on fucking Firefox, like multi-class builds bard, multi-class builds barbarian, like looking at shit like ready to fucking play, man.
yeah. Well, honestly, like it'll be fun to think of a character out and actually do that. Oh, apparently D&D Beyond has the last chance to get up to 40% off of stuff.
Fuck it, it's online. Don't do that. I'll send you all the books for free. No, I won't. Wizards of the Coast / Hasbro, do not send the Pinkertons at me. But I have all the books if you want them.
Yeah, I eventually I'll snag some of those, but yeah. No, I should honestly I should probably do that. I've been playing way too much Madden.
Oh, I know.
So
I got a Snapchat from Melissa. She's like, "Why is he so obsessed with Madden?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I mean, look, honestly, it became one of those things where like I created like 5 different franchises because it did to like just play out the different teams and see how they all were.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm looking at the season and I'm like, all right, well, like, this team is good or this team isn't that great. Like, I picked the Patriots. Like, they're one of the worst teams this year. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Let me play as the Patriots and see what I can do with them. And I traded their current quarterback for Justin Fields, who's the quarterback of Chicago. Because I've always liked him. And I thought he's got his team suck. They didn't do right around him. They need to get him a team. But so I was like, fuck it, I want to play with him, but not on the Bears. So I just started fucking around and doing a bunch of different like teams and trying to essentially learn them ish in a way by playing them. And so that's kind of right. I just got started having fun doing a bunch of that, and then started playing the superstar mode again, where you play your own individual character and you're just that. Like,
Yeah. That's what you were playing when I was over.
Yeah. Where I was Brandon Murdoch.
Yeah.
DIK. Yeah, I was a quarterback, and I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm just gonna be a quarterback and find out whatever team I go on, and I'm just gonna play the hell out of that and see how that goes. But I do need to finish my Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I gotta get back to playing mine too. I always get into it and then I come back here and I'm like, I don't want to.
I mean, well, honestly, part of it's too is like, I mean, you're there. Like, are you bringing your PS5 with you?
I don't have a PS5, Brandon.
Sorry, you have a computer, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm obviously bringing my computer.
Yeah, derp. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no. And if I had a PS5, we'd already be playing together, man.
Yeah. I think I've just been saying it.
Yeah.
So I just, boom, went right to it. Yeah. No, but I don't blame you, though. Like, I guess it's got to feel a little bit weird to be, like, doing that in a hotel room.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, like, the setup here.
Like, you get used to it.
I can send you a photo of the setup. Like, it's kind of annoying. Like, compared to my home setup, because my monitors are set in a better way. Like right now, I have my smaller, extra shitty monitor here, and then the TV as like an extra monitor over to the right. And like trying to play on this angle on it is kind of a little annoying. Like,
that's fair.
I don't know. I did
fair.
think of setting my PS4 controllers to where I could use them on my computer, and like, getting a couple like simple games that I could play with a controller rather than mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, I probably really should play a game or two on this thing up here once in a while. But I also don't want to buy any games that I'm only going to play like once or twice.
Yeah, it's pointless. I mean, I'll give you my Steam login eventually, and you can fuck around with any of the games that I eventually get.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It's a shame I don't do anything with this computer but this. But like,
I get it.
It is what it is. Yeah, I can't be up here a lot. I feel negligent as a husband and dog dad.
Yeah, I get that. That's kind of how, like, it's similar vibes when I go home now, since the cats are locked up in my room for the time being. Like, it's a lot less fun to go into my room and like play a video game or work on the clips, because like I'm literally shut in my room, but before it was like my door was open, like we could still interact with each other. Like, I know I was like setting myself aside, but it was kind of like what is that term, group play or some shit. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like when people get together to hang out to do separate things.
Yeah.
So it was kind of that vibe. But now it's like I am literally shut in my room, and I'm like, I don't want to be like the roommate who goes and does nothing with you,
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, honestly, like it's hard because when you are gone for so long, you kind of want to be like, I want to actually rest in the space that's mine for a little bit.
Yeah, that too. But I also I also want to still see people. So like once we get the cats getting along, like my door is going to be open again for sure.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm gonna go and I gotta get going on dinner.
Same.
And, yeah. So thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Thank you for like, comment, subscribing, listening, watching, supporting us. We hope you are had a good first week of your year. We hope that you did the success of stuff and things, and we will see you next week.
One more little tiny thing. Hey, Mark. Wish Brandon a happy birthday.
He did.
No, I mean in the comments.
Oh.
Yeah, because he wished us a happy Christmas and a happy New Year's, and now he's got to wish you a happy birthday.
Honestly, he might have. I haven't looked. I don't know. I'm bad at that.
I looked at the comments. I'm pretty sure that's your username. If I'm mistaken, then the other guy, wish Brandon a happy birthday, please.
Oh, shit. Well, hey. Either way, thank you guys. Yeah, it's been cool. I will talk about how date night went next week, because, I mean, we're just going out to a nice dinner and getting more cocktails, so...
Nice.
It won't be too... It's super extravagantly exciting, but I'll still talk about it.
Nice.
Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.